everyone, welcome in to another stream. Welcome. Here we are. My shit is all over my desk. Here we are. Welcome. I hope you are all having a fantastic Saturday today. Welcome in Wolfen on both Twitch and YouTube. Welcome in Cappy, Bro, and anyone else who may be tuning in today. I hope you are having a good weekend. Maybe chillin', taking it easy if you can. Welcome in Auntie. Hope you are all doing well. All of that good stuff. Yep. This is day 2 of our streaming week. That is the goal, is to stream every day for a week. I've not been able to do this before. I actually tried to do this a year and a half ago. It was a long time ago. I tried to stream every day for a week and I couldn't do it. I was unable to. So this is a bit of a stamina test as well, to see if all this time later, can I pull it off? So it'll be interesting to see. And if we can't do every day back to back, then we'll still do everything that's planned, just with some space in between. 4 more days until the empty box is opened and the TARDIS is exposed. You are very excited for the totally not suspicious box that was totally not sent by you. And yes, that will be opened on, I think the 1st is when that's scheduled for. If you are interested as to what's going on any of the days, it is on my Twitter, Blue Sky, and on the Discord. I actually use the event feature in the Discord so you guys can see when things are happening, what's scheduled for every day, and whatnot. So today we are going to be going over your chat submitted tier lists. This is the weekly chat-led stream. We couldn't do last week's because my internet just destroyed so bad. So we are doing week 4, which is tier lists. You guys give me ideas of things you want me to rank, or you send me a link to a direct tier list. I don't think anyone sent a direct tier list link, so I had to find some tier lists myself based on what you guys were saying idea-wise. So I grabbed a few of them, and we'll start here, and if we get through them and we still have time, then I'll go back to the chat submissions and grab some more. So that is how we're gonna do this. You got this, Nyx? I hope so. A totally unsuspicious box. Oh boy, my favorite, yeah. It is still under the Christmas tree, along with the keycaps that I have to unbox this week as well, which both should be really fun to do. So you guys are gonna get 2 hand cam streams this week, assuming everything works out as intended. I hope you guys will look forward to that. But as far as today is concerned, we've got some things to rank. It could be a box of cookies or a python. If someone sent me live animals or bugs, like, I would never accept a box ever again. Never again, no. I would not handle that well at all. Feed them to Luna. I don't know how Nova would react to bugs. I don't know how she would. I mean, we know how she reacts to flies. We have a game where one of us picks her up and holds her up so she can search for the flies, and then she will she'll like perch on her shoulder and then like swipe at the air looking for it. So we know she likes to hunt for flies, so maybe she would like to hunt for other bugs as well. But that doesn't mean I want to find out. I don't want a bug in this house. I don't do well with bugs. I don't want them in these walls. I'm okay never knowing that. Yeah. No thank you. That emote is terrifying. But yeah, I know I'm starting a little bit earlier today, and that's okay. gonna scoot us over to the tier maker, because I think tier lists take quite a while, if I remember correctly. So, scoot over here, get some music playing. Buka did worse with her. Buka? Who's Buka? I'm gonna scoot down over here. Okay. So, one of the suggestions was to rank... Oh, why are you laughing? Are you trolling me first thing? Bro. Here, I might have to make this, like, slightly smaller so we can get more on the screen. Okay. So one of the suggestions, or chat submissions, was to rank every Link in Zelda. So I found this Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild characters tier list maker. It's not exactly every Link or Zelda, but it is all the Breath of the Wild characters. And I pulled this up specifically because I am actually playing Tears of the Kingdom right now. So... it's been a hot minute since I've played Breath of the Wild, but I am playing Tears of the Kingdom now. I'm a year late, but I am playing it, and no, I'm not playing it on stream, and it is an off-stream thing for me. So we can rank all of these lovely, lovely characters here, and the defaults are S, A, B, C, and D. Shit, I don't even remember half of these people. Oh, man. Okay, we're gonna make a... Who? Oh, my keyboard just... There we go. I love it when it spams for me. There we go. We're gonna have a... Who? Category? What? My glasses got put back on my face. Go back up there. I don't remember. We'll go in who. And then we'll keep the S, A, B, C for characters I do remember. And then... and whatnot. So if we have any Zelda fans, don't come at me if I don't remember a character that you like. So... let's see here. These icons. Oh man. I really need my new... Is my internet... Oh, my internet hiccuped. Really? I don't want to do this shit again, internet. Okay, well, internet kicked back up, so... Oh... Alright, well. Sour Sweets, welcome in, welcome. Hope you're doing well today. We are doing the very beginning of our first tier list, which are Breath of the Wild characters. Because I'm currently playing Tears of the Kingdom, so I thought it would be fun to look back on Breath of the Wild and see whatnot. And this is also in the chat submissions, so I have a few tier lists pulled up. And we're going to go through them. Rank some stuff. First things first. I guess I should go through the who characters, the ones I don't remember much of. So, let's see. I don't remember you. I vaguely remember you, but not enough. I think this might be the flower guy that gets pissed if you step on his flowers, but if it's not, I'm just gonna put him there. I really... These icons are a little hard to see. I think that's the Deku tree. And then the 4 fairies. I don't remember the unique parts about the fairies, though. But I do remember the fairies. I don't remember you, I'm afraid. And thank you for getting a shout out to Sour Sweets. As a reminder, everyone, the next sub goal for Sour Sweets, not for me, but for Sour Sweets, is for us to do a Pokemon Soul Lock together. So if you would like to see us collab with that Soul Lock, Sour Sweets should be streaming later today, and you can help her reach that goal, and then we'll be able to do that for you guys. We are 9 subs away from that. Oh, we're close! Okay, we're really close to that. So if you are able to support and you want to see that happen, make sure to stop by Sour Sweet's channel later today. I think it's evening time. Evening time, PST, CST, EST for the West, folks. Yeah. I don't even know what that is. That just looks like a rock to me. I really need my new glasses, guys. I was told that it would be late December, early January for my new glasses. And after I got my glasses prescription and they did like the tests, I realized just how shit my vision was. Like, it changed. I had a pretty dramatic shift in my vision again, and I'm realizing now just how bad my vision is. So I'm like waiting for my new glasses, like, please. So I'm gonna do my best. Later today around 7 p.m. EST, we'll play Mario Party with Friends. There you go. Sounds like a good time. Just saying. Oh yeah, Nox, you're being audibly perceived through the new audio set. Oh, okay. Hopefully it sounds nice. All right. I don't remember you. I don't even know what that is. It looks like an owl, dude. Okay. Don't remember you. Okay. I think... Fuck. We're gonna just go from here, I guess. I think we got most of the Who category out. We sounding crisp. Confession, I've never played Breath of the Wild. Hey, that's okay. It's a fun game. It's definitely set a new precedent for the gaming industry with open world, choose your own path games. It's inspired lots of new games. Lots and lots of new games since then. I've always loved the Zelda franchise since I was young. So I had already played a number of Zelda games before Breath of the Wild came out. And I remember playing Skyward Sword, which was the one, I think, right before Breath of the Wild. And I was like, man, I can't wait for the next Zelda game. Because Skyward Sword isn't as popular as the other entries in the franchise, but I really like Skyward Sword. I was like, oh man, I'm really looking forward to the next game. And Breath of the Wild didn't come out for like 4, 5, 6 years after Skyward Sword, and I remember thinking, man, this is taking forever for the new game. Well, there's a reason it took forever. It's because they were about to set a whole new precedent, and they did a fantastic job. Holy crap. Breath of the Wild does have its flaws, of course, but it's a pretty amazing game. Very good, very good. And I'm having fun with Tears of the Kingdom so far. I'm not very far in it. Zelda games are games that I play with my dad, so we tag team. So it's gonna take me probably quite a while to get through it. So we'll see how it goes. So far we've died in a number of dumb ways, but that's part of the fun, I think. Let's see. Who is this? I don't even remember. I don't know that. I don't remember that. I played Breath of the Wild when it came out in 2016. So, 2016, 2017. So, I am trying to unlock memories from a long time ago. In terms of... Alright, this... Okay. I know that. Don't remember him too well. I think this guy I met in Tears of the Kingdom already. He looks familiar now. But I don't remember his role much in Breath of the Wild. And I'm actually going to make myself a little bit smaller so I take up less of the tier list. Also, my new amp comes with a freaking remote, and it's weirdly fun adjusting the volumes and stuff with it. Oh, nice. Oh, that sounds fun. It is fun. It is fun. Okay. This is really putting my knowledge to the test. All right, in terms of the fairies, I think are gonna go in C tier because I remember them mainly because they freak me out. Because you go to them to upgrade stuff, if I recall correctly, and they're like these big ass fairies that come out of this fountain and they snatch you up to upgrade your gear or something. There's not really much to note about them other than the fact that they're in each, I think they're in each main region of the game. I wonder if they're gonna appear in Tears of the Kingdom again, or if they're not gonna be part of it. I'd be curious to see, but I feel like they're more shock value. Like, oh, I'm going to go to the fairy fountain to upgrade my stuff, and this big ass fairy comes out and snatches you. So that's what I remember from them specifically. I don't remember any unique personality traits from each one that would put one higher ranked over the other. So we're gonna go ahead and leave it at that. Now, I see a Korok is on this list. The Yahaha guys. And for that reason alone, we have our first S tier. Because the Koroks are so goofy. And I love the goofy little dudes. I mean... they're in the most random places on the map. You can find them doing stupid little puzzles, and they give you a Korok seed every time you find them, and I'm pretty sure, like, in the description, at least in Breath of the Wild, it's like, this is their poop. Also, don't know if I asked at all last stream, but did you have a good Xmas, Nox? I did. It was really chill, very low key, which is just fantastic. I don't need a very high energy, very upbeat sort of holidays. Something just slow, chill. That's my pace, and it was very nice and chill. I hope you all had a good Christmas if you celebrate, and if you don't, I hope you had a good day. Maybe you got some goodies that you enjoy, all that good stuff. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the new year now. Start fresh in 2025. And whatnot. Hi, Nix. I hope you had a good Christmas. Hello, Octave. I did. Thank you. And I hope you did as well. Thank you. Just gonna drink some water real quick. I'm gonna pull out my chair too. Get more back support. There we go. So the Koroks are at S tier for no other reason but that they're goofy, and I love them. I don't remember that guy very well, I'm afraid. For once, I didn't get alcohol this year, which is a change. A welcome one at that. Oh, nice. I had some family visit on Christmas Eve, and they love alcohol. And so they brought a bunch of, like, drinks and stuff. And I'm pretty sure out of the 5 adults, only 2 were left sober. Myself being among the sober ones, and I'm just like, okay. It was something. I'm not a drinker. Nyx, Navy, or Jade? In what context? Oh, same. Obscure Mango, welcome in. What did I miss, my fellow Dunsparce? No. No. You got me yesterday, but that was by complete accident. I was distracted. Just color-wise, between the two, probably Jade. Teaches you to read. Dunsparce, no. No. No to Dunsparce. So, I do remember this character, but not a ton, so I'm gonna put him in the Who category. Same with this one. I'm sure one of them is probably a Ganondorf iteration. I just... over my head. Sadly, didn't get to hide away as much and listen to the new stuff. Well, maybe that opportunity will come up in the future. Now I'm getting into some characters that I know something about. Some things about, at least. Now, I don't know her name, but this character, I remember her. She's in that, like, one foresty village. She's pretty cute. I think she's, like, Papaya or something. She's cute. You know, she helps the elder, I think, of the village. Next New Year's resolution is to complete the GoFundMe for the next basement so we can fill it with the... Oh, no. First off, no basement. Second off, certainly no Dunsparces. Certainly no. So that character is cute. She helps the elder, and I remember the elder having quite a bit of a personality too. So I'm gonna put them in the B category, because I do remember some things about them, even if not a ton, because they did stand out. Now, this researcher, I'm also gonna put in B, because she didn't play, I think her name's Pura. I don't want to give spoilers. Okay, I'm not gonna, okay. In Breath of the Wild, she played a minor role, but I don't remember that role too much. What is the plural for Dunsparce? There is no plural because there are no Dunsparce. I will make sure of it, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, this is, I think, the current king of the fish people. I don't remember a ton about him, so we're gonna put him in C with the fairies. Yeah. Nebula, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Welcome. Now, the Great Deku Tree. I believe we didn't really get to see him interact until the end of the game and end of Breath of the Wild. But he's a staple of the Zelda franchise, the Deku Tree. And for that reason, I'm gonna put him in B. You work? Alright, have a good time at work. Wow, Nox wants to cause mass extinction of Dunsparce. No, it's just, he doesn't exist in my book. He could exist over there. It's just over here? No. Now, I think it was the Yiga clan was a set of bad guys in the original Breath of the Wild. I don't know if they're going to show up in Tears of the Kingdom or not. But they were an interesting set of villains, or just like bandits in the original. They had like this whole desert hideout and whatnot. That alone made them pretty interesting, so I'm gonna put them in B. again, like, I'm working with knowledge from 2016. It's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute. I thought I would do better remembering stuff for Breath of the Wild as opposed to trying to remember every single Link and every single Zelda, but I don't know, I'm struggling a bit. Essay, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Banana bandits. Oh, I'm gonna hit with stuff. Now we're getting close to, like, the 4 original guardians. I don't think they're called guardians, but, like, the 4 controllers of the original beasts and stuff. I think this is also part of the clan. I don't know. I don't remember, actually. How you go into who? Hey! No! No! I hope you are doing well. Now, this is I think Zelda's dad, if I remember. He helped you at the very beginning of the game. I'm gonna put him in C tier, because other than the very beginning of the game, he doesn't have much of a role to play, if I remember. Again, this whole tier list is like an if I remember sort of deal. He, I think, gives us the paraglider at the start, as we're figuring things out, and is catching us up, because we've been asleep for like 100 years at the beginning of this game. So he, like, helps us out and is like, oh yeah, teaches us mechanics of the game and whatnot. Now, this character looks familiar. I think he's another of the fish people. I just don't remember what he did or what his role was. This, I think, is the leader of the Koroks. He didn't leave much of an impression on me, so he also goes into the Who category. Now we're getting into the characters. Okay, this is Cass. If you run into him, he'll give you some songs. He'll tell you a bit about the region. I thought that was pretty neat. He chills. As you roam around, you'll see him in various areas. I remember quite a few people back then really, like, there was a pretty dedicated fan base for him. Now, Rivali is a bitch. I remember that. However, I'm gonna put him in A tier because he's a very memorable character. Because everyone's usually pretty nice to Link in the game, but Rivali wasn't. He was very much like, oh, I'm better than you, and it was just refreshing, because everyone reveres Link as this strong character that can, do the impossible, and Rivali was like, yeah, okay, whatever. So he still taught Link what he needed to learn to, become more powerful and whatnot in the end, but he tested him a bit, and that was interesting in the game. That was really interesting. So, now, I think it's the Gerudo. The Gerudo have been part of the Zelda franchise for a while too. I think all of the different sort of species have been, but the volcano area of Breath of the Wild, I don't remember a ton of either. Like, I don't remember him. I think he was like one of the timid ones that helped you get started in the zone when you first got into it. And then this champion, I think that's what they were called, like the old champions. He wasn't so memorable out of the 4 that I recall. Like, Rivali and Mipha to me were the most memorable, and then I don't even remember his name. And I know the lightning lady starts with the U. I want to say like Ursaluna or something. I don't think that's correct. I think that's a Pokemon name. But yeah, like, well, speaking of Mifa, I'm gonna put her into A alongside Rivali, because was about to say Pokemon. Yeah, I know her name starts with a U. I just don't remember like the rest of it. But Mifa to me was the second most memorable of the champions, because she was the opposite of Rivali. She was very gentle. And even though she was gentle, she still fought for, Hyrule and whatnot. And it was nice because you have all these champions that are like strong and tough and whatnot, and it brutes essentially. But here you had a tough champion that was also very like tender and sweet, and she knew how to fight, but also was also very compassionate. And the flashbacks between her and Sidon were, oh my god, that was a little heartbreaking. That was a little heartbreaking, I will say. Wow. And speaking of Sidon, we have our second S rank character. He super goofy. Scarlight, welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Sidon is a huge breath of fresh air in an apocalyptic world where like everything has gone to shit, essentially. You meet him and he's like, oh yeah, what's up? Yeah, things aren't looking good, but he's very optimistic, charismatic, and he's like, yeah, I'll help you. And it was really, really nice to see a character that's not all down in the dumps. And even though he knew there was like a tragedy among his people and whatnot, he was still upbeat about it. He's like, yeah, there's some serious things going on, but he didn't let that affect him super much. And I remember his character a lot too, so that striked me pretty well. Now the Lightning Lady. Lightning Lady is what we're gonna call it. We're gonna put her in B tier, because I remember she was really tough. Like, no nonsense. Tough, no nonsense. Upheld her duty and whatnot. But other than that, I don't remember a ton about her. However, is this the same person? I don't know. It's been a hot minute. But I mean, I can read. But I remember her being a really powerful women character, which was cool. I wish I remember her name fully, but I don't. And we are boiling down. I am saving Link and Zelda because I've got some opinions, and they might not be the most popular. Because don't worry, I love those characters a lot, but I'm not. I'll get to it. Now, unfortunately, I don't remember this character as much as I should. I recognize the design, but I don't remember what their role was. So I am gonna have to put them in Who. Now this character, again, is a name I don't remember, but I remember playing with this character in the story. You're riding on the sand seals or whatever, trying to take down the I forget what they're called, the 4 big mechanical machines or whatnot. She was very prevalent. I think she's the current chief during the Breath of the Wild timeline that you work with and whatnot, and she was pretty cool as a character too. Like, a bit reckless, which was interesting to see, but she was still very much like, yeah, I have a duty to uphold, very much like her predecessors. Like, I have a duty to uphold, and I'm gonna do my best, but she was also like, oh, Link is finally here, let's get this done. It's like, well, hold on a second, you know, we gotta do some preparations and whatnot, if I'm remembering this correctly. So, anywho, reading is overrated. Yeah, who needs to read? I mean, we don't need to read. Actually, you do. Reading is so important. So important. We have Link and Zelda. Okay. To all of the Breath of the Wild fans, if you like Zelda, I'm sorry. Breath of the Wild Zelda is not my favorite. I don't like her role in Breath of the Wild. It's just, I know what they've done with Zelda in previous games, and I've liked the approach in previous games better than what they did with her in Breath of the Wild. Now, I think they did a really good job with the flashbacks, because in the game, as you reach certain parts of the regions, you can unlock flashbacks as to what happened over 100 years ago during the fall, and those were really interesting, and it helped develop those two characters. Even though Link is like the silent protagonist, it helped develop him too and give him a character, even though he doesn't really talk much, and I don't know if he's meant to be a self-insert or not. I'm not entirely sure, but those flashbacks really helped develop those two, and those flashbacks are probably one of my favorite parts about Breath of the Wild. But Zelda, I'm going to probably put her in B tier. Not because she's a bad character, but because she's a frustrating character. She's frustrating in Breath of the Wild. It's like, go do this, go do that. And yeah, and I'm not a huge fan of how the writers approached her in Breath of the Wild, because she has some cool roles that she plays in previous games, and they essentially locked her until endgame, aside from those flashbacks, and that to me was really disappointing. Anywho, we have Link, our boy Link, who we play as in the game. Poor Link, man. He can't catch a break in any game. He's always having to chase after Zelda. She keeps getting into stupid trouble. But that's okay, 'cause Link always figures it out. Breath of the Wild Link is actually a really interesting iteration. I don't mind it. I would either put him in S or A. Rank S or A tier. The flashbacks really helped his character, I would say. If he didn't have those flashbacks, he wouldn't have much development at all. Because when you defeat a certain, main story bad guy, or you reach those regions where those special memories are, you get to see who Link was before everything went to hell, essentially. And that was so key in developing his character. And without those, he would have been a complete blank slate. So I'm really happy that they chose to do that for him, because I think that was a really smart choice. And I hope in Tears of the Kingdom we get some of that too. Like, depending on how the game develops and whatnot, I hope we get some sort of flashback, some sort of development for his character. And Zelda's too. Zelda needs it. So I would say this is the best I could do, working from a 2016 memory. So that's quite a while ago. If I played Breath of the Wild again, this would probably look completely different, because then I would know exactly what everything is. But this is also a testament to see like how the game held in my memory over time, which I think is interesting in itself. 5k ribbons slowly growing, hell yeah. I'm sitting at 385.6k ribbons. That's scary. That is terrifying. Let me drink some water. With that, the first tier list is done. I'm gonna move on to the next one, which Nintendo Switch games. Now, I'm about to disappoint you all with this tier list because I've not played a lot of games. So I'm not going to be ranking most of these because I've just not played them. This was another chat submission that's like, oh, you should rank Switch games. And I'm like, okay. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to just end up ranking Pokemon games, I think, on this. Because I think that's all I've played on the Switch. And I've done a Pokemon tier list before. Oh, there's Breath of the Wild on there. Okay, I guess that's different. But unfortunately, I've not played a lot of these games because I just don't play a lot of video games. But I figured, you know what? I'll out myself and be like, yeah, I've not played many games. And that's okay. I like to draw and create more than I do sitting down and playing. And I'm sure there's a few oddball oddities that we can find. Like, I've already seen a few. Like, I see Zelda. And I see Skyward Sword on here. I didn't play Skyward Sword on the Switch, but I did play it on the Wii. So we can rank that one. Super Smash Brothers I've played in the past. So there's some games on here that are not Pokemon that I have touched in the past that we can rank. So we'll just keep the standard S through D tier. And we'll start with Breath of the Wild. Oh, it has a double S? Okay. Breath of the Wild is an A tier. We'll start with this one because that is what we were working on with the previous tier list. This game is, again, set a precedent for the gaming industry. It pushed the boundaries. Being able to, you start on a linear path and then the game opens up and it's like, okay, you have 4 objectives. You could go do anything in any order. Or you can choose to skip the 4 objectives and go straight for the main objective and just good luck. That was interesting. That was very interesting. This was a game you could very much play your way and see how things unfolded. Gotta switch chess for Pokemon? Listen. You might be onto something. I love Pokemon. What can I say? What can I say? Now, if Dragon Quest is on here, that's another game that I played on the Switch pretty extensively. So hopefully Dragon Quest made it on this list. But yeah, I'm not putting Breath of the Wild in S tier, mainly because the story could have been a bit better. This game relies heavily on gameplay and exploration, but the story, one of my biggest gripes about the game is once you beat it, the game itself doesn't change. If you want to go back and play it, it puts you right back to the point before you defeat the final boss, and that drives me nuts. Satellite Dish over on YouTube, welcome in. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you are doing well. So like, that is a huge gripe about the game. It's like, it feels like I haven't accomplished anything once I beat the main bad guy and I want to play more after the fact, because it just puts you right before the final battle. So story-wise is what's keeping me from putting it at S tier. Let's see. These icons are really small. I'm trying. Okay, I see Pokemon Eevee. Let's go Eevee and Pikachu. Although, okay, I lied. I'm putting Breath of the Wild in S tier. It's not going to go in SS tier because of the story. Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu are in A tier, which I know is going to be weird, but hear me out for a second. Yes, it's in Kanto. Yes, it's a region we have visited a lot. These games were very polished. And the catching mechanics were odd. It was new. It was different. They were trying to play on the Pokemon Go mechanics and success with the mobile app. But this was a really polished experience. You had a lot to do, and being able to pet and play with either your Eevee or your Pikachu was cute. And being able to throw out a super strong Pikachu or Eevee on the field was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. That was so silly. It was goofy. I spent quite a bit of time in this game. It was a good time. Let's see. When did this come out? 2017, if I had to guess? It was after Sun and Moon. I think it was shortly after Sun and Moon. Unlike some other Pokemon games on the Switch, cough. Yeah. This, I think, was before Sword and Shield. Yeah, so it had to be before 2019. Which, speaking of, I just posted a video about Sword and Shield, so if you're interested about Pokemon talk, I posted a video on that if you want to check that out. If you are more than welcome to. So yeah. These games were really well done. They were polished, it felt complete, and you had all the things that Kanto had to offer and a little bit extra. And these games, I think, only felt a bit of a drag because we were just in Kanto not too long ago, so it was like, ugh, again. So I think people were a little bit tired because the time of release wasn't the best. But now that some time has passed, people are learning to appreciate these games more, which tends to be a trend with Pokemon games. A Pokemon game will release, get shit on to oblivion, some time will pass, and then it will be praised to oblivion. That tends to be the cycle for Pokemon games. It happens every time without fail. It's an interesting phenomenon for the Pokemon franchise. So I'm putting them in A tier, because even though it's something that we know and are familiar with, it's a very complete feeling game. Graphics are good. Introduced some new mechanics as well. It was fun. Now I see Sword and Shield on here. I'm not gonna waste your guys' time with this one. Again, I just released a video on this. Actually, that video was talking about the one thing I think Sword and Shield got right. So if you want a more positive take on Sword and Shield, there's that video. But essentially, I do not like Sword and Shield. I think these are probably the worst of the main games. I don't think they did a good job with them, which breaks my heart because Sword and Shield had such good potential. They really did. I didn't know that Pikachu was a Polish. Here you need to laugh. A big agree. This game had such good potential. And I actually... Don't get me started on Chairman Ro. Oh my god. Sour sweets. I feel like you're reading my mind right now. This game did not have a story. People say like, oh, the story was lackluster. I'm like, what story? There was not a story. There was none. It was your typical collect your gym badges, which is fine. Like, that's your standard Pokemon game. But then they tried to shoehorn something in last minute. Like, oh no, we have Eternatus. We gotta do something with it. To Chairman Rose, we'll have him do something. And it's like... What? Chairman Rose was a man having a midlife crisis. I'm sorry, he was dumb. Worse than Maxie and Archie. I'm sorry. I feel like Maxie and Archie at least had that goofy charm to them to where the writers knew that their ambitions and goals were silly, so that reflected in their character a bit. But Chairman Rose was taking himself seriously, like, yeah, this is an energy crisis that's gonna happen in 1,000 years, and we need to do something about it now. And Leon's like, what? No, we don't. I can't remember about Sword and Shield from a technical standpoint, but it couldn't be as bad as Scarlet and Violet was. technical standpoint, it was laggy in the wild area, because this is where they were testing it. So they had one wild area with the free roaming camera. The weather transitions from like when it was hailing and snowing was really laggy and really rough. And Pokemon pop-ins were bad. So I think the most notable one was in like the first major city. There was a Steelix. I remember this one where you would be walking and a Steelix would pop in right in front of you. Because I think it was something about the render distance was terrible. So you would just be walking minding your own business and a Pokemon would be in your way. Because it just could not render far. So it's like, whoa, okay. But yeah, I still think Sword and Shield is better in terms of technicalities than Scarlet and Violet. Because those frame drops were bad in Scarlet and Violet. I just look at the flags. I mean, come on. Those flags were something in Scarlet and Violet. They should not be going at 2 FPS. I love Pokemon with all my heart. Pokemon will probably have a hold on my mortal soul until I'm dead. But that doesn't mean I won't criticize the games, because there are certain things that are just what the heck. So they didn't really learn their lesson. Sword and Shield was a lot better, but yeah, I don't think they took the time to polish it up for Scarlet and Violet. One thing though is that the character designs and the character models are gorgeous in Sword and Shield. Oh my gosh, they are gorgeous. Stunning. But that doesn't save them from being in D tier for me. Because the rest of the game is just... no. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. But you know what else gets to join them in D tier? Oh, we've got another rant! Okay. BDSP. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. These games were tragic. I hate these games. Pokemon was so scared of pissing off Gen 4 fans that they decided to make a 1-to-1 remaster of the game. It is not a remake. I refuse to call it that. It is a remaster. And by doing that, they ended up pissing off everyone. Because they didn't remaster Platinum. They remastered the original Pearl and Diamond, which, look, I played Pearl to death. That was my game. I did not replay Platinum over and over. I replayed Pearl. That's the one I have over 900 hours in, because that was my nostalgia kid game. That's the one I have all my Pokemon in. I beat the Elite Four a ton of times. I have all my underground stuff. That's my game, is Pokemon Pearl. But the better experience is in Platinum, and instead of remaking Platinum, they remastered the originals. And they made the underground worse. Remaster is also generous. D tier. Well, D tier is the lowest here, so. I was so disappointed with BDSP. If we put art style aside, there were... the underground just became statues? Really? In the original, you could go to the supermarket to grab all sorts of things. You could put traps in your base. You had a flag that you could steal from other players or add to other players. It was interactive, and you could even add plushies to your base. You could add plushies to your base. You could make it cozy. You could make it a trap hell. You could do anything you wanted to your base. But in the remasters, they made it statues. No, the one cool thing they did to the underground was they made little, like, Pokemon areas so you could catch Pokemon underground, which was interesting. But they ruined it with the statues. Nyx of Shadows, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. We need a how did this happen tier for Gen 4 remakes and Sword and Shield. Oh, thank you. I'll hydrate again. These games broke my heart. I was really hoping they would use character models like Sword and Shield, because those were polished so well. Not Pokemon models, those are different. The character models were polished, they were beautiful. We didn't get that. I do not want Gen 5 remakes after what they did to Gen 4. They screwed it up so bad. I don't want to see Gen 5 remade anymore. I used to be so excited for it. Now I'm just like, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Thank you for the head pats. Gen 5 is good as is, in my opinion. It is. And because they're not willing to take their time to make it good, I don't want to see it remade. Especially with how they fucked up Gen 4. I don't want my Gen 5 to be ruined like Gen 4 was. That's my spiel on those two. Let's see what else we got in here. Anything else I've played? Ah, yeah, Skyward Sword. I've not played this on the Switch, but I've played it on the Wii. That's a solid A tier for me. I really like Skyward Sword. I know a lot of people didn't. They thought it was annoying. Skyward Sword is fun for me. It has a nice little place in my heart for the Zelda franchise. I liked it a lot. It was fun being able to fly around and goof around. Also, the Zelda iteration in Skyward Sword was also a lot more laid back and childish. So she was running around and flying around too. So that was also really interesting. She wasn't just locked behind the plot. So that was nice to see as well. I enjoyed that thoroughly. Plus her design, her Skyward Sword design was really cute. Really, I know quite a few people. Good! I'm glad to hear that. A lot of the people I've encountered say that they didn't like Skyward Sword. So, I'm glad to hear that. I'm trying to see. Oh, Legends Arceus! Oh, I'm about to break a few hearts with this one. Okay, let me explain. Legends Arceus is not a bad game. It's not a bad game. It was fresh for the franchise. It was new, and it was a welcome change. But Legends Arceus is extremely one note. And if you get bored of that one note, the game is not fun. And that is, if you get bored of catching Pokemon, the game is extremely boring. So, I really wanted just something else to do. Like, customize the village or something. That alone would have made the game a little bit more fun. To give me a break from catching Pokemon, but to be able to still play the game and enjoy it. Like, maybe I could choose where the houses could go if I get enough materials from on my expeditions. Or maybe if I get the right Pokemon, which they kind of did. They're like, oh, bring me a Pokemon for this mission. Maybe if I got certain Pokemon, I could get certain houses built. And that would, change the look of the village. And then, whatever. Or if I get certain berries, I could get different paint colors, and I can choose how to paint certain houses of the village. Or maybe I could customize my own little house in the village to be my own cute little cozy space. It's just something besides catching Pokemon. Legends of C tier concept was good, but the game just looks so boring. Nox, thank you so much for that. Because I tried playing it and didn't hate it, but I just feel like it would be more fun with co-op to bounce off someone. Because otherwise, I'm like, I could be doing something else with my time, and people always get on me for not loving it. Well, here it is. Here's my honest thoughts. When I was playing the game for the first time, I was all about it. I was like, oh yeah, this is fun. This is interesting. I love the fights. I love the fact that a Pokemon can smack you in the face, and I still do. I think that's interesting. I think that's fun. But it needed something else besides just catching Pokemon. It relied too heavily on that one mechanic. And if you get bored of that mechanic, the whole game falls apart. So if it just had one other thing to do, because unfortunately the battling was supposed to be that other thing, like, hey, look, you can battle, but they heavily underused the battling too, so that didn't really fill in that other gap. Joshua, welcome in. Hello, I hope you're doing well today. Hello, hello. Yes, welcome. So yeah, that is my thoughts on Arceus. I can still see myself going back and playing it, but yeah, agree. At first it's like, woo, but once I saw it was catching stuff and the Pokédex thing with all the stuff you had to fill in, I'm like, this is gonna take forever. I don't have the patience. I'm new. Well, welcome to the stream. I hope you will enjoy it here. We're just chilling. I am a VTuber that does art content mostly, and I am having my special week, my special streaming week, which is filled with a bunch of fun little streams. Let's see if there are any other games that I have played on this list that we can rank. Oh, I see Scarlet and Violet. I love your glasses. They are awesome. Well, thank you. I can take them on and off. They're part of my summer outfit, but I like to keep them on my model sometimes, even if I don't have the summer outfit on. I think Nintendo focused a lot on the scale of the game and nothing to fill that scale with. That's also an important point too. I think they wanted to go big, and then maybe a time constraint happened or something else happened to where they couldn't just fill it up. I'm not committing tax fraud. Followed the channel. I certainly hope you're not committing tax fraud. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy this channel and whatnot. Welcome. Thank you so much for your follow. And Sarah Sweets, thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. So I do see Scarlet and Violet. I don't know if I'm ready for another Pokemon rant. I thought I saw Super Smash Bros. On here. Here it is. This ranking is purely based on personal preference. I can't do that to Smash Bros. We'll give it an A. I'm giving it an A because I know just how much effort and work and love was put into this game. Super Smash Bros. Is not for me personally. But just the concept of being able to work with so many different franchises, my brain explodes at the logistics of that behind the scenes. To make sure everyone's IPs are in order, for them to be a character, to have their characters brought in, to not step on copyright and whatnot. What a nightmare behind the scenes. Oh my gosh. Now, for me, unfortunately, I stopped playing this game because it was triggering my migraines. So this is a game I can't really play anymore. Because with all the eye movement, things being shot around the screen, flashing lights a bit, that just was not good for my migraine. So I had to stop playing. But for the time that I did play, it was always a fun party game. Take it out. Kept people entertained. Also, it was funny, silly. Good for that reason. And the DLC characters were such hype, too. Those were so fun. For the announcements, anyway. I remember, like, Joker being announced and everyone flipping the hell out. Sephiroth. Same thing. Excuse me. All of that. Smash Ultimate B tier game, F tier because of Sora and Steve. And also Nintendo, sort out your goddamn netcode. Yeah. It's a good party game. I think people get too competitive with it, which can ruin the fun. I think if you're playing with someone who's a tryhard, it's not fun to play. I think this game works best if you're playing with people who are casual and are just wanting to have fun. But yeah, this is a game I unfortunately can't play anymore. But I respect the work and effort that was put into it. It says this is Pokemon. What is that? I can't read it. Mystery Dungeon? I've never played Mystery Dungeon. Oh, Odyssey! I did play Mario Odyssey. Okay. This game was fun. Mario Odyssey was cute. Yeah, I have a lot of friends who are in the fighting game sphere, and if I had a Switch and Smash Ultimate, I wouldn't want to play with any of them, because they all play GG Strife and take it far too seriously, even though they pretend they don't. Yeah. At the very end of when I played Smash Ultimate, I did unlock Hero, which is from Dragon Quest. I love Dragon Quest, so when he got announced as a DLC character, oh my god. I was so happy. And the fact that one of his abilities is to pick a random magic ability out of his ass and just attack people with it. That's what I ended up doing towards the end. My main was Dark Pit for a really long time, just because I liked hitting people with a hammer. I just thought that was stupid funny. And then when Hero came out, I would just do that random attack every single time. I didn't care if I was losing. I just thought it was funny as shit just to see what the hell would happen. Because it was unpredictable. So even if I was up against someone who was a tryhard or someone who was casual, it's like, what's gonna happen? I don't know. And you don't know either. And usually it just sent us both flying across the screen. It was funny. I enjoyed it. Pokemon was Odyssey, the one where Mario turned into a hat. Yeah, he had his special hat. I played Mario Odyssey with my dad a long time ago, and it was a really fun game. It was cute. Playing through the puzzles, going through the different paintings and whatnot. I have fond memories of playing that during one of my Christmas breaks. I remember it being a short game too. Like, I think the core game was pretty short, and there was a lot of post-game content. Sorry guys, my voice is already dying. We need the main dude from Payday 2 and Smash Ultimate and Special or whatever. Is the giant golden spoon. Is Dragon Quest XI not on here? You rented too hard? Yeah, I did. And I'm about to rent again because I see Scarlet and Violet. I don't see Dragon Quest XI. That was gonna be my SS tier. I love that game to pieces. Man. Well, just know, chat. Dragon Quest XI is my SS tier. I love that game. And the Switch version has all the DLC content, because it originally came out on a different console at first. Switch version has all the DLC content. It's a JRPG. It's just amazing. Amazing story. The last act isn't as good, but the beginning 2 acts are wonderful. Amazing characters that are all really fleshed out. Really unique voice acting, and unique in a good way. Very fun game mechanics. A lot of freedom to build your characters the way you want them to. I don't really replay games very much. Usually I play it once and I'm done. But Dragon Quest XI is the one game I replay over and over. Because I love it so much. What about Pokemon Snap? The one everyone lost their shit for until it launched, and then I heard nothing about it. Okay. I did not play the new Pokemon Snap, but I played the original. Pokemon Snap is really cute. But I had a feeling it would be one note, like Pokemon Arceus, so I didn't buy it. Because it was very one note in the original game. It's very cute in concept. I mean, you take photos of Pokemon doing very cute things, but to me, if I want to take photos of cute things, I would go downstairs and find my cat and take a photo of her doing something cute, because she's always cute. Now, the graphics of the new Pokemon Snap are beautiful. Gorgeous. Apparently the Switch version is different to the original. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it's updated and whatnot. You know, I would say if it ever goes on sale, I might grab it, but Pokemon games never go on sale. Or take a photo of Duns. Ugh. Blech. No, thank you. But yeah. I did not end up getting it because I did not want to spend $60 on a game that was just gonna take photos. Like, I know it's cute and I know it's rendered really well, but that to me was too much. Pokemon Home is on here? I'd never use that service. It's too convoluted. Okay, let's rant about Scarlet and Violet, shall we? In my personal bias, Scarlet and Violet is actually more of an A or an S tier. But if I'm being realistic, it's probably more of a B tier game. Because of the issues. The polish issues. The FPS issues and the running issues. When you have people reporting that their game data is being deleted because you didn't optimize your game correctly, that's a fucking problem. So, Scarlet and Violet had one of the better stories we've had in a long time. The fact that we got to really know these characters, their ambitions, their stories. That's not something we usually get in a Pokemon game. It's not something we've had in a while. Alola was the last time we got a lot of fleshing out of a character. And even then, you know, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon screwed up their arcs quite a bit. It was really Sun and Moon that nailed it. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon didn't really do a good job with the story elements. And of course Sword and Shield didn't do a good job. Scarlet and Violet did a really amazing job with their story. It's just a shame that it's in a game full of bugs. And yes, they patched out bugs as they happened, but it was really sucky. Really, really sucky dealing with those bugs. I remember Snap on the 64 well along with it. Yes! Yes, yeah. If we ever get a Pokemon Gale of Darkness remake or a Pokemon Coliseum remake, I'm gonna lose my shit. In a good way. Whether it's a remake or a continuation of those games, I would lose my mind. Alternatively, the DLCs for Scarlet and Violet are also fantastic. But it's a shame that they are locked behind a paywall. One of my favorite characters in Scarlet Violet, which is Kieran, it's behind a paywall because of the DLC. And he is probably, even with the limited time for his writing because of the DLCs, he's probably one of the better written characters in the game. Like, on par with Arven because of how much time, you know, Arven had the whole story of Scarlet and Violet to develop and be written. And even though Kieran's development was only within the DLC, they did such a good job with Kieran to develop him and have his story arc. It was really good. Pen and Luz, welcome in. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. But yeah, the one thing preventing Scarlet and Violet from being in the top tiers are those issues, those bugs and lag. If it didn't have that, along with some corners were cut, the fact that you couldn't go into most of the buildings was a shame. And then some of the buildings that you could go into was just a menu screen. That was disappointing. I think if those two things were fixed, this game could easily be in the higher tiers. Easily. I'm gonna do one last sweep to see if there's any other Switch games I've played. Again, Dragon Quest XI would be an SS, it's just not on this tier list. But again, I'm not a huge gamer. I think you guys are really realizing this. I'm not huge on games. How are you though? You can call me Luz for short. Alright, Luz. I am alright. How about you? Mario Party, I've not really played the newer generations. My heart for Mario Party is forever with Mario Party 8. Wii Sports? No, I've not played. I'm currently playing Tears of the Kingdom, but because I'm not finished, I don't feel like I can put it on the list. Yeah, I think that's it. There you go. That covers our Switch game tier list, which is Pokemon and Pokemon, pretty much. Now the next one, you're making me relive my pain. Jump King Area's tier list. I'm going to save all of our time on this. Luz, thank you so much for your follow. I hope you will enjoy it here. Thank you, thank you. Nothing wrong with Pokemon. Exactly, nothing wrong with Pokemon. Okay, we're done with the Jump King tier list. This game was awful. And Bargainberg especially was awful. We're done. Yay! All F for Jump King, that's right. Jump King sucked. So, for context behind this, for my first anniversary, I had some goals, and the last two goals was I play a rage game of your choice, and then the final last goal was I complete the rage game of your choice. Chat hit both of them. And from the list I gave them, they picked Jump King, and so not only did I have to play Jump King, but I had to beat Jump King. I did not know I was making a huge mistake when I did that. Emo Ghost, welcome in. I hope you are doing well today. I didn't realize the big mistake I was making, and it took me 8 months to beat Jump King. I was true to my word. I did defeat it. And thank you for your follow. That was really nice, you two. Thank you. I hope you'll enjoy it here. So I did beat the game, but I did also swear off rage games going forward. Never again. No more rage games, and certainly no more promising chat that I will beat a rage game if I come across one in the future. That will never be a goal again. But yeah. 8 months could be longer. You did good. Could be longer. Oh my gosh. Luzaria over on the YouTube side. Welcome in. Hi, my uncle's friend Nox. It's me, Joker Song Niece. Oh, well, hello. I hope you're doing well today. How was your Christmas? It was a good Christmas. It was nice, chill, cozy, and I'm okay with that. I don't need a lot of excitement or energy. I prefer relaxed, slow. That is right up my alley. So it was a nice one. But how about everyone? Did you guys have a good Christmas? Were you able to chill? Maybe do some fun things? By the way, my day is good. I'm glad to hear it. Luzaria from YouTube says, I've got a lot of absolutely fantastic murder drone stuff. Nice. Nice. Only 2. I played Uno with my fam. Did you win? Christmas good. Just chilling, playing Terraria. Sweet. Luzaria from YouTube says, but the hoodie is awesome. Aw, that's nice. Got a nice hoodie. You won once. Hey, that's still a win. Luzaria says, I love my new Uzi hoodie. Sweet. In all seriousness, though, this is my legit tier list for Jump King. I do not like this game. All of these levels I was stuck on for a really long time, but Bargainberg especially, I got stuck on a lot. And I always fell back to Bargainberg whenever I screwed up on the upper regions. And I fell. I was always in Bargainberg. So I have an extra distaste for that level out of all of them. So that is that. So the next tier list that you guys submitted is Super Mario characters. And this is a lot of Super Mario characters. That is a lot. There's a lot of characters I don't recognize on here. I'm falling behind on the Super Mario franchise. Wow. By the way, I respect you for rigging my uncle's account. Yeah, it's no problem. I'm, you know, happy to work with him. Now, before I get into this, I am going to be right back really quick. So, mods, if you want to start a battle royale or a basketball game for Twitch, while I be right back, feel free to do so. I'll just be a minute or two, and then we'll go ahead and start ranking some Super Mario characters, alright? Be right back. Alright, thank you for your patience. Spider-Man is orange. Thank you for the follow while I was away. I hope you enjoy it here. Thank you, thank you. Let us go back. Okay. So we are now onto the Super Mario characters playlist that you have all submitted. Now, there's a lot of characters here, a lot of which I don't recognize. So unfortunately, I'm about to break. Welcome in. I hope you are doing well today. I am gonna have to need a who category because I don't recognize all of these characters anymore. I'm back. Welcome back. What is your favorite Super Mario character? I think we'll be figuring that out as we go through these, because there are some that I enjoy. Luzaria, by the way, I got a question. What is your question? There's quite a few. I think once I get to this area, I think I might just not rank the ones I don't know. Yeah, I might just not put them on the tier list if I don't know who they are. Do I rig models for free? I do not, unfortunately. They take too much time for me to offer that service for free. I do take commissions for them, but I cannot offer it for free. Also, Poised Jester over on YouTube, welcome in. I was just curious. Yeah, that's no problem. What's the best Christmas song? Yes, I know it's past. The best Christmas song. I don't know if I have one that I deem the best. Yeah, I don't know if I have one that I think is the best or not. You know, I'll listen to Christmas songs for like a day or two, and then I'm over it. That's typically how it goes. But what is your favorite Christmas song if you have one, or what do you think your best? Rocking Around the Christmas Tree is my favorite. That's a good one. Luzaria says, by the way, I plan on becoming an artist and streamer in my future. Oh, that's cool. Well, if you do decide to become one, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have fun with it, because that is the most important part, is having fun. So I hope you have fun along your journey. Now, also, why do I see a bat cat? A bat cat above me is Luna. She is my mascot for the channel. She is my little bat cat. She is a menace, and she is inspired by my actual real life cat named Nova. She is also a menace, and she is always out to attack me. But yeah, she is my mascot. She moves with me. She chills with me on stream. And if you're on Twitch, if you do the TTS redeem, it should... I'm just making sure we're connected here. Yeah, it should speak through her. Guess who is my inspiration into my want of being a streamer? I'm gonna guess your uncle. I have a kitty too. He is very annoying. Cats are, yeah, they can be annoying, but they are so precious too. I think they have a lot of personality despite being so small. There's a lot of personality. Now, I'm going to put Mario and Luigi in A tier because they are classics. Okay. Now, I have some that are gonna probably go in S tier just because I love them personally more, But I mean, Mario and Luigi are classics, so they gotta go in the respectable A tier. And Wolfenstein, welcome in, welcome in. Guess again. I don't have any other guesses, so little baby's right. My Nova is year and a half. Yeah, she's a year and a half. She'll be 2 years old in March. So she's closer to the 2-year side now. You're awesome. Well, thank you. That's sweet. That's very sweet of you. Now, Peach and Daisy, I think, are also classics. They also go into A tier for me. I like them quite a bit. Yoshi, I mean, Yoshi is super cute too. I like Yoshi a lot. Now, Shy Guy is gonna be my first S tier because he's just so cute. Bowser is also a classic. So I'm gonna put him up there. Now, I do like Toad as well. If I'm playing Mario Party, I'm usually Toadette. I mean, she's pink. I mean, and I like pink, so I don't think that's much of a shocker. Luzaria says that Rosalina ain't that great. I actually like Rosalina. Like, playing Super Mario Galaxy was really interesting. However, I think her star is much cuter. My cat spawned at my grandma's house and I found him so... Same. My grandma has a bunch of feral cats in her neighborhood, and one of them had kittens, and Nova was one of the ones that wasn't gonna make it because her mother had left her, and the other kittens in the litter were already up on their own, and she was left behind, and she was severely dehydrated and starving. And my grandma was freaking out because she was like, I don't know what to do about this cat. I don't know. And so my parents went over to check out the situation, and we ended up taking her home to see if we could do anything and help this cat out. And she made it through the night, and we were like, okay, well, thank goodness. And we weren't originally going to keep her. The idea was to just help her get through the night and see how things went from there. And it was in that night that we were like, yeah, she's ours. she's our little one now. Cats have spawn points then. Yeah, there's a cat distribution system, and there's spawn points. Yeah, there is a star on the screen. If you are on Twitch, you can do !jump because you're a cat on the screen, and you can try to get the star. So now, Wario isn't my favorite. Waluigi isn't my favorite either. They're goofy in their own ways, and I know we have WarioWare as well, but they're still up there in the classics, but they're not complete favorites like the others for me. Kappa. Goombas are also cute. Excuse me. Noise. The plant is also pretty silly. I actually don't really like Donkey Kong or Bowser Jr. I'm not a huge fan of these little guys. Like, I'm not a huge fan of these ones all that much. The fish is okay, but the squid dude, the squid guy, oh my god. I hate him if I'm playing Mario Kart, otherwise he's cute. Luzaria says, if I post fan art on my community, would you see it? I have a fan art tag, If you use that fan art tag, I would probably see it. Bomb is pretty cute. I like that one. Boo is a classic for me. The bullet guy, I'm mad at because of Mario Kart. It works great for other people, but it never works well for me. So therefore, I never really understood the Diddy Kongs very much. And then you have the little babies, which, I mean, they're cute, but I mean, like, whatever. That's like my opinion on those. Apparently there's metal versions. Oh, these dudes piss me off in Mario Kart, the little thwompers. Same with these guys. PTSD from the blue shell, right? And then we're getting into characters that these look like maybe Paper Mario characters just based on how they're drawn. So, oh, this guy's, I like him. The Chomp Bump. Chain Chomp. And the mole guys are cute. Oh, her! I don't really know much about her. She's in the Mario Odyssey game as a singer. Other than that, I'm like, eh, whatever. Most of those ones are at the bottom, yeah. I've never played a Paper Mario game, so... I remember really wanting a Paper Mario game when I was younger, but... I never really got into it. Now this guy, I learned about recently, and he's adorable. He's adorable. So he goes up there. And your little hat dude from Mario Odyssey, I mean, he's like okay. It's nothing like spectacular. Is it sad to say I've not played Mario Kart? No, it's not. I feel like we get this idea that, oh, if you've not played one of these really popular games, you know, like how could you? Or if you've not watched a super popular show, then, you know, how... But no. Like, if you've not played a popular game, that doesn't mean anything. You're a game nerd. Nothing wrong with being a game nerd. Nothing wrong with that at all. So... Looks like we have some different iterations of Toad. Like, I think this Toad here is like from the mining puzzle game. I never played that. It's only fun with friends. I have to... Oh, no! Yeah, I don't really play Mario Kart often anymore either, because it's similar to the migraine triggers I get from Super Smash Brothers. So I don't play Mario Kart too often because of that. Oh no, Chad! But in terms of the characters that I think are prevalent in the franchise that I know now, this is where I would rank them. Also, Luzaria, I'm gonna go now. Bye. I've got to finish some stuff. Yeah, go finish what you gotta finish. Thank you for stopping by and chatting with us for a bit. I appreciate it. But... yeah, I don't know these smart... I know these toads are from one of the, like, Super Mario Bros. Game. And it's just different colored toads. I mean, it's cute. Got Toad with a mustache. I'm staying till the end. Well, I had only planned 4 tier lists for this stream. We have Legend of Zelda and Breath of the Wild characters. Then we have the Switch games that I've played, which isn't a lot. I'm not huge on gaming, clearly. Then we have the Jump King tier lists for the areas, and I'm dead serious about this one because screw Jump King. And then we have the Super Mario characters, and Bargenberg at the yeah. Yeah, screw Bargenberg. It's such a lovely town. No, it wasn't. Why is Payday 2 on the Switch? I don't know. For the Switch games, Dragon Quest 11 is my SS rank. It's just not on this list. It's just not here. And I'm in the middle of playing Tears of the Kingdom, so I can't put that on the list. I'm afraid. I thought you loved Bargenberg. You seem to be there a lot. That's why it's just the bottom of the tier list. So yeah, for mighty tier lists, I can check your chat submissions. See if there's a small one we can do, because here, I did that one, I did this one, this one. No, the others are gonna be pretty extensive. My voice is about to die, which is why I'm thinking I don't want to wrap it up too early, but I'm thinking I might. Kudo, welcome in. He's eating the ferret. I've made it to better internet. Welcome back from the depths of internet hell. Welcome, welcome. I think there were some older tier list suggestions. Let me look at those, because those might be a quick one that we can do. Let's look. Desserts tier list. We might be able to do that one. Save some for the rest of this curl. This 0.02 MPS is nothing. Oh my god, that sounds like my internet. Let me look up a dessert tier list. Oh, this one has labels. Okay, I found it. I found one. Back to looking for me, not a problem. We have desserts. We're gonna change the bottom one to never had, in case it's just something I've never had. Alright, chat, get hungry, because we're gonna dive into the world of desserts. Okay, I see it clear. Yeah, there's all sorts of goodies on here. No! So, I'm going to just go through and put things I've never had here. Also, the text is really small. Ghostly Void, welcome in. We actually just finished the Mario characters. I'm gonna continue making a cookie brownie and cupcake. Damn, I missed it. There's text? Yes. It's really small, but I picked one with text so I could know what the hell it is. I'm putting stuff into never had first so that we can get that out of the way. There's a lot of things on here I've never heard of. Ever had a fruit salad? Nope. Also, I'm gonna put a cough drop, or take a cough drop, because my throat really hurts. Are you sick? No, I just talk too much. My voice isn't used to, like, numerous hours of continuously talking. Count one over on YouTube. Welcome in, welcome in. Ah, 'tis the season of the cold. Same over here, everyone's got it. Okay, I think I got most of the things I never had before. It hurts my heart because a lot of the things I'm putting up on there looks good. I've just never had it. It looks like you're making a to-do list of all the snacks you need to try in the future, right? Okay, close enough. Let's see. Angel food cake. B. Angel food cake is good. I just don't have it very often. So when I do have it, it's like really nice. Very good. Apple crumble. Also B. Something I don't have very often as well. So when I do have it, it's nice. Applesauce. Blech. I actually do not like applesauce. It's mushy. That's why I don't like mushy things. Mushy things is gross. Apple crumble is a B. Someone who does have it a decent bit. The cloud one says it's chocolate cheesecake on that list. It might be. I don't know. We have a few cheesecakes on this list, though. The gasp. Applesauce is amazing. Just had it for dinner now. Nope. Applesauce is mushy. Therefore, nope. Banana bread. A tier. Banana bread is good. I like banana bread. I don't know what that is. I actually never had that either. Or that. If this is meant to say sugar cake, B. Nice. Banana bread is goated. It is. Banana bread is so good with butter. It is. I love banana bread. Gotta have apple crumble with custard though. Very good. Ube. No, I've not had this specific ube, but I've had ube before. And I had an allergic reaction to it. So C tier. I don't want to have allergic reactions, so no thank you. Brownies is S tier. Who can say no to a good brownie? Not me. Someone asked me if I had butter on banana bread and didn't know that was a thing. Oh damn, you're allergic, that sucks. No SS this time. Nope, just S. Bubble tea. A tier. Bubble tea's fun. I've been experimenting with some flavors that I want to try. So far, I like strawberry bubble tea. If cookie dough was in this list, it would be above S tier. Yes! I've yet to try bubble tea. You should try it. It's not bad. Bubble waffles. I've never had bubble waffles. I don't know what that is. Cake pops. A tier. Because it's good, but it's so little. It's better bang for your buck if you just buy an actual cake. Cannoli. I've actually don't remember having that. Caramel. B tier. Caramel needs to go on something. You can't have it by itself. Carrot cake. Not a fan. It's okay. I've never had that. A New York cheesecake specifically? I've not had a New York cheesecake specifically. A chiffon cake. I don't think I've had that specifically either, but what I can say is chocolate chip cookies are great. S tier. If you eat caramel by itself, you are actual psychotic. What if it was made into candy that is hard? That is good. Caramel and things is nice. You say New York cheesecake is a B. Chocolate muffins. Also nice. S tier. Churros. B tier. I don't really have churros often. They're actually like really rare for me to have. But when I do have a churro, it's a solid B tier. Cinnamon rolls. A tier. Cinnamon rolls, again, I don't have a ton, but when I do have them, they're nice, especially if you get them warm. Eclairs. B tier. Eclairs are okay. I'll eat them if they're cold. Looks like chocolate is trend for S tier. I do like chocolate. Anything chocolate, if it is over rich, is S tier. Cream puffs, same with eclairs. B tier. They're nice. Crepes! Fuck yeah! S tier. I love crepes. Creme brulee? B tier. It's good. It wouldn't be my first choice, but I would have some creme brulee. I don't know what that says. I've never had dango. Or that. Eclairs and B in my heart. Crepes and waffles go hard. Donuts! A tier! I actually wish I had donuts more often, because they're so good. But I don't, and that's probably a good thing. But like the once every year or 2 years I have donuts, they slap. They slap. Just a good standard glazed donut. Oh my god. So fucking good. Flan. I don't think I've had you either. French toast. Pretty solid at B. It clears in B because the pastry is just a bit too bland. Frozen yogurt. B. I don't mind it. It's nice. Gingerbread. Also B. Not my favorite cookie flavor, but if it's presented to me, I'll have a few. Ice cream cake. A tier. I feel like ice cream cake is when you get into too much, personally. It's like too much of an overload. But it's good. It's like a good occasion thing. Like, oh, it's someone's birthday, they're having some ice cream cake. It's like, oh, okay. But it's not a cake I would go out of my way to find. I haven't had an ice cream cake in so long. I eat that cake every year. I think it's like a nice birthday thing or something. Ice cream. Alright, don't kill me for this. Oop. B tier. I actually don't like ice cream that much. The only reason it's not in C tier is because C tier is like things I like won't eat. I will eat ice cream. I'm not a huge fan of ice cream. What flavor of ice cream though? If it's chocolate ice cream, I won't eat it. If it's like vanilla or something, I will. Or like cookies and cream. Oh my god. I think ice cream is better paired with something. I feel like ice cream is insanely dependent on the flavor, yeah. And chocolate ice cream is gross. Sorry, guys. Jello, jelly, gross. I would not eat that. Finally, someone else who doesn't like chocolate ice cream. I got you. Lava cake, fuck yeah. In lava cake, if you combine lava cake with like a little bit of vanilla ice cream, oh my god. Oh my god. So fucking good. Macarons. B tier. Depends on the flavor. Lava cake is just blissful death by chocolate. Waffles and ice cream is a nice mix too. Yes, I agree. Madeleines. B tier. Madeleines are nice. I wouldn't go out of my way for Madeleine, but again, if a Madeleine's there, I would have it. Chocolate I hate, to be honest. It's too strong, and vanilla is just best paired with different things. Vanilla is fantastic. I think vanilla is slept on too much. It's so good. Marble cake? Oh my god. S tier. Marble cake. Holy fuck. So good. So fucking good. Mochi? B tier. If it's ice cream mochi, it's good. What's marble cake? It's like a piece of bread, except... Excuse me. I'm pulling up images for you. Except it's sweet, and it gets its name marble cake because of the image. Those swirls in it. You can pick it up typically at your local grocer. At least in America, you can. And it's so sweet and so good. Some people do it in an actual cake. Usually it's in, like, loaves. It's so good. Now I'm hungry for marble cake. Sometimes we'll get these from the grocers, the, like, local grocery store. Oh my god. So good. Mooncake? I don't think I've had. Mousse? S tier. Mousse is also really good. Muffins. B tier. I'm not a huge fan of combining fruit with dessert, so I'm not huge on muffins, to be honest. I'll have it sometimes, but not a ton. And nougat? Nougats are pretty solid. I don't have much to say. Pancakes! A tier. I don't put syrup on my pancakes though, because I don't like maple syrup. It's too messy for me. It's a pain in the ass. So I like just put butter on my pancakes, or maybe if I'm feeling super fancy, I'll put like a chocolate chip or two on it. And have chocolate chip pancakes. But otherwise, I don't do the maple syrup. I've not had that either. Peanut cookies? No. Pecan pie? No. Popsicles. Listen. To survive in the desert, sometimes you just need a popsicle. Okay. Flavor doesn't matter. Just having something cold. It is just what you need. Bacon on pancakes with syrup is actually good. See, it sounds good, but then every time I taste the syrup, I'm like, never mind. Pumpkin pie. No. My mom makes pumpkin pie cheesecake, which I think is fine. But just plain pumpkin pie, not for me. Not for me. Red velvet cake, though. Hell yeah. I love red velvet. It's not my first choice, but like most people I know aren't a huge fan of red velvet cake. I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. I like red velvet a lot. I'll most certainly take that off your hands. I haven't had red velvet in so long. Me too. It's been a hot minute. Rice Krispie treats! Let's go! Okay, I have a stupid love for Rice Krispie treats. Okay. I don't have these very often. Like, every few years or so, I'll get my hands on some Rice Krispie treats. They're good. Even if there's nothing in it, it's just... It's something about the crisp. Yeah, nom, exactly. It's just nice. It's different, too. Don't know that. Rice Krispie treats are a pain in the ass to eat, but there's a charm to them. Exactly, there's a charm to them. You hate them? That's totally cool. S'mores is a B tier because of how messy they are. They taste fine. But it's like, based on the messy factor, I would pick a different dessert if given the choice. Not had that. I've actually never had a strawberry shortcake. A sundae? Shit, it's been a minute since I've had a sundae. B tier, depends on what's on it. I think the last time I had a sundae was when I was a kid. Messy, just eat them better, right? Swiss roll? No. Taiyaki. They're pretty good. I've only had like maybe 1 or 2 taiyaki in my whole life, but I remember them being pretty solid. Pretty nice. Tiramisu! Tiramisu is really good. I don't like the tiramisu that comes in cups though. I think those get really soggy and gross. But the tiramisu that comes in squares, like, that's nice. It's very good. Truffles, I mean, truffles are B tier mainly because I feel like they can get old really fast. Like, not old in terms of spoiled, but like, you'll eat a couple and then you're done, like you're satisfied. But then you have to eat the truffles because there's a lot of them. They're not bad though. They taste good. Just I don't want to eat a lot of them at once. Oh hey, Draco! Welcome!
Drop it.
Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Noxaura Nix. I am a vampire VTuber and I mainly focus on art content, but we are in the middle of a special streaming week where I'm doing all sorts of streams. Very say so, yes, say so Dragon Raid. Welcome in, welcome. I hope you had an amazing time with Draco, having a good stream. Let me go ahead and get your shout out here. Get that going. I have to pull up Twitch. Let me shout out. We are currently ranking desserts. Darkest Dungeon, very cool. I hope you had a good time over there playing Darkest Dungeon. Thank you so much for sharing your community with me and for hanging out. If you have to do any after stream care, please make sure to do so. No one is obligated to stay, but if you would like to hang around, of course, you are more than welcome to. We have quite a number of desserts that I've not had before, so I can't rank them, unfortunately, but we do have some I have, so we're almost done. Yeah, we've got a few left. I don't think I've ever had a Japanese crepe. So yeah, I think we're reaching the end of this much faster than I thought. So, let's see. Cheese. I mean, cheese is... Oh, I have bread pudding? Shit, I don't think I've had that either. Cheese is cheese, man. It's solid. It's solid. I feel like cheese is more complimentary with other things. I literally did one mission for 5 hours. I'm so freaking done. I'm gonna get some food and lurk. Wish you all the fun. Stay lovely. Yeah, go get some food. That sounds like you were in there for quite some time. Cheese. Waffles. Waffles goes next to pancakes for me. You know, people will say, oh, pancakes is way better. Or, oh, waffles are way better. To me, they are pretty similar. They are close. It's just a bit of a texture difference. That's all. That's all there really is. And they're both pretty good. So. And last but certainly not least, we have pound cake. And pound cake is topping the list with S tier. I like pound cake a lot. I just, again, it's one of those sweeter treats because I don't have it too often. I've had food in 8 hours. Go eat! What are you doing? Yeah, waffles and pancakes you could mix and swap between quite easily. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So there you have it. In terms of what we're actually ranking, those are the desserts. There's a lot I've never had. Looks like I need to expand my horizons a bit and try some new stuff. Some of the stuff does look really good. I've just never heard of it before, or never crossed paths. So, yeah. My voice is seriously hurting, so I don't want to end stream this early, but I think I'm gonna have to. So, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Go sleep. I'm gonna go risk my voice, that's for sure. Okay. So, I hope you enjoyed going over this chat submitted tier lists. The ones I did today were picked out by you guys. Over on my Discord in the chat submissions, you were the ones that decided what tier lists I did today. There were some that I did not get to, and that's okay. That just means more for the next time, which is always fun. So, If you're on YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and end your broadcast, so thank you very much for hanging out with me today. I will be live again tomorrow, so hope you look forward to that. Bye bye YouTube. Bye bye.